Hi. So today I'm going to talk about India's digital revolution that has happened over the past 1 decade. You know, to begin with, I would love to go back in 2009. You know, when the most important thing happened, that was your Aadhaar project that was started back in 2009. Now, let's understand what does Aadhaar give you. Aadhaar gives you your identity proof as well as your address proof, and the project continued, and back in 2016 the milestone covered 1 billion count. And one more thing we have to remember, back in 2016 April month, in the month of April, the UPI was launched by NPCI, which is the subsidiary of Reserve Bank of our India. And one more thing happened in 2016, your Geo has launched their services across the country. Now let's understand. Let's bring a good case study here. What did Geo do? You understand, whenever this multinational companies comes in, it is very important to do customer acquisition. And how did they do it? They did it with the help of your eKYC. Now let's understand what's eKYC. eKYC is your electronic KYC. KYC stands for your know your customer. Now how do you do it? Through the Aadhaar biometric. And what did Geo do? They, in a span of 6 months, they acquired millions of customers through your Aadhaar biometric. And at the same time, they provided free services in the name of their own. They wanted to test their services, their network, and while acquiring the customers, they did the same thing. They were testing their own services, and both the work done at the same time. Now what happened in 2016? One more thing happened, that was your demonetization in the month of September, I believe. So after that, once the demonetization happened, there was shortage of caches. So you remember I mentioned you in the month of April the UPI was launched. That was the time when all these UPI platforms like Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm, all these services stuck in, and they have gotten exponential growth. And how did they get the support? This did get the support because of the demonetization. People went digital that point of time while making all the payments. So 2016 was a very, very important year for your digital e-commerce and your digital infrastructure. And also back in 2013, there was a boom in the smartphone market in our country. And once the Geo was launched, the data consumption has increased because the data has become much more cost effective. It has become the price has become very, very low. So people have started using data rigorously, and it was very fast and cost effective. That was the reason. Now that was the base. Now let's understand in what all sectors this digital revolution has brought in. First, begin with your banking and financial sector. Now I have mentioned one word called eKYC. Now what does the bank do? When you back in days when we used to go for account opening, it would have taken days. In most of the cases it would have taken weeks also to open just a single account. But with the help of eKYC, you can open an account in just a matter of hardly 5 to 10 minutes. That is the help. So through which millions of billions of account was opened, because back in 2000, I believe 8 or 9, our country was mostly unbanked. Only 20%, 18 to 20% had bank accounts. And with the help of this Aadhaar seeding and eKYC, bank account was opened, in a ferocious, in a millions of ways. And one more project that was initiated by Government of India, that is your Jan Dhan Yojana. Through that Yojana, Government of India, did direct benefit transfer. And what they had to do, they had to open millions of accounts. And how did they do it? Through eKYC. It was done rapidly. In a small amount of time, millions of accounts were opened, and people also benefited from this project. So eKYC is a very, very important part where these banking sectors took the most benefit from. And then the next comes from your UPI. Let's talk about UPI again. So what happened, when 2016 demonetization happened, these companies like Google Pay, Phone Pay, and Paytm, they started working, and people are kind of used to, with all these products. And what happened, especially when you go to the market, you do the card transaction, or maybe with a business transaction you do NEFT RTGS, there is a percentage, like your if you do NEFT or RTGS, there is a certain amount they would deduct as charge cost. But with the help of UPI, it is completely cost effective, zero charge. You are sending 5 rupees or maybe 5,000 or 50,000. There is no charge. You don't have to pay anything. So that was an important part where the digital transmission happened with the help of your very low cost effective data, and consumption went pretty high. And UPI played a very crucial role in this. And the next thing that comes in, that thing that comes to my mind is your transportation sector. I believe you have heard about FASTag. FASTag is the way where, all in our country, all the national highways, they use this app called FASTag, where people just cross the toll without even stopping there. It gets automatically scanned and the amount gets debited from your account. And that is also very, very important and amazing stuff to go with. Complete digitalized, and sorry, I mispronounced, complete digitalized stuff here. And the next thing that comes to my mind is the health sector. We have seen what happened in during the COVID time. We are a country of 1.4 billion almost, and everybody was vaccinated with the help of CoWIN app. You book your slot through CoWIN app, you go there to the affective store, and you get your vaccination done. At the same time, you also get your certificate digitally. You don't have to take it like physical copy, you directly get it through your mobile. That's an amazing stuff. The next thing that comes to my mind is an important thing that has come to my mind is your ONDC. I hope I've talked about it earlier. ONDC stands for your Open Network for Digital Commerce. Now, what that is, let's understand this. We do a lot of e-commerce shopping, like different apps, e-commerce stores. So what happens here, with the help of ONDC, the whole e-commerce setup will be democratized. Nowadays we are ordering stuffs from maybe Amazon, Flipkart, or maybe Myntra, Meesho, all the stuffs we are getting from there. But with the help of ONDC, you can buy stuff from your local Kirana store. They will also get equal opportunity to showcase their products and to participate in the market. So the whole system will be democratized. The next thing that comes to my mind is your digital rupee, a most important thing in the banking and financial sector. What happens once the digital rupee comes in? Let's understand what is a digital rupee. Digital rupee is the electronic version of your rupee, the physical cash that we carry. Once that comes in, your system will be much more efficient. And nowadays, when you go to the bank, either for cash deposit or withdrawal, it takes a lot of time. It's very, very time-consuming stuff. So with the help of e-rupee, I believe we may not even have to go to the bank. You can have I believe the infrastructure will be developed in such a way, you may have these digital points where easily you can go there, withdraw money like through digitally, and even also deposit. So that is another interesting stuff that is happening nowadays. Now, one more thing that is coming to my mind is your DigiLocker. You might have experienced or might have aware of it, or you might not have. Now let's talk about it. What is DigiLocker? DigiLocker is kind of something where you can put all the important documents like your Aadhaar card, passport, then your maybe your 10th, 12th standard mark sheet, your graduation cards, everything will be, you can store it on cloud. You don't have to keep the physical copy. Anywhere you want to share it with anybody, you can have it from the cloud and share it with anybody at any point of time you want. You do not have to carry the physical copy all the time, and that brings an amazing transformation. DigiLocker. So at present, these are the things that is coming to my mind, but I'm very hopeful that in near future we are going to witness a lot of changes in the digital domain. And also one more important thing, that is artificial intelligence, which is coming in, and that also will enhance the I believe the infrastructure in a much better way. So yeah, this is for it, and hopefully I'll be bringing another more important video in next few days. Thank you. Please do like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.